Hi guys, we are doing a pick a card reading for why did they bully you? So I just had this idea and I thought that this would be kind of nice to have a little bit of closure about maybe why certain people bullied us or maybe why certain people did the things that they did. So yeah, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. The timestamps will be listed down below in the description box. If you guys need a second longer to pause the video, go right ahead. If any of you guys are interested in my friend's products, her candles, her soaps, and her bath bombs, I highly recommend it. Her link will be listed down below in the description box as well for Light-Minded. Check out her Etsy shop, you guys. You will not regret it. I'm going to give you guys a second longer to pick which pile suits you. If you need any more time, go right ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Those of you guys that chose this key, this is your guys' reading. Or this deck. So, let's start kind of getting into it. We're gonna pick up who was bullying my pile number 1s and why they were bullying you. What was kind of just going on in their lives a little bit. So bear with me, pile number 1, as I shuffle the cards real quick. So I'm figuring out who was bullying you, and I get the sense here with this Emperor card that this could be somebody that I'm almost getting. These could have been a teacher, a father figure, an authority figure of some sort, a boss, or this. That's kind of just really what I'm getting here. So for some of you guys, pile number 1, this could be any of the above. Because this does feel kind of like somebody who seemed to have some sense of authority or some sense of control, or at least, say for instance, if this was like in school, like if you were in middle school or high school or even in college or something, it's like this could have been a classmate, but maybe they just seemed more like you know what I mean, like the popular person or the individual that looks like they have it more put together. So you're dealing with somebody here that I feel like they didn't play things kind of fair. I get the fact that this person used more of a psychological warfare on you. Like so when this person bullied you, they didn't necessarily hit you or hurt you physically. I get the sense that this person just said a lot of terrible things, would attack your character, would gossip about you, it's mostly just, like mental abuse or even a little bit of emotional abuse, but it just seems like this person, their main weapon was their words or the things that they would say around other people. I kind of feel like this person could have done a lot of public humiliation to you, and that made you just feel really small and insignificant in a way, because this person, I get so I kind of wanted to break down to why somebody bullies people, because oftentimes there is some kind of insecurity within themselves, or they're going through their own issues and they take it out on others. And I kind of get the feeling that with this individual, there was a sense of this person feeling like they're never going to get what they want or they need. So this individual had a lot of disappointment in their life, and I think that this person kind of grew cynical and a little bit I almost want to say like this individual kind of became a little bit apathetic to people around them because their initial core needs was not being met. And this individual, for some reason, pile number one, they associate that you somehow get what you want. This individual kind of looks at you. I don't know if you were just a happy person or if you appeared happy or bubbly in some way. This individual was very negative in a lot of ways. They had a rough childhood, and this is not an excuse for their bullying, but I'm getting that this is their line of reasoning was they kind of believed that because they had such a rough childhood where they never got their core needs met. I also feel like this could have been a person who's had their parents divorce. There could have been like a separation there, or they came kind of from a broken home, or where one parent would sleep in a different room. So there was never really any close intimacy with this individual growing up. So they always kind of felt this sense of loneliness. And when they would look at you, pile number one, even if, say, for instance, you're their daughter, or if you're their, a student, or if you're just, it doesn't matter, like just anybody, right? Whoever this person is somehow in your life, this could even be a close friend. This is just somebody that you've kind of looked up to, somebody that you thought kind of seemed like they more had it together. So you never really realized or knew why this person would bully you or why they would say or do little things to kind of bring you down. And it's because this person felt kind of threatened due to the fact that, this individual doesn't necessarily know everything about what you go through every day, but they kind of have this image or this idea that you have a better life than them, that you're not suffering like they are. And I don't know if it's just because you put on a smile. This person just always seems to associate you with happiness, or that you're always outgoing. Maybe you would, I just kind of get the sense that you were a little bit unique. You did your own thing. It's like you guys could have been in the drama club. You could have been in, like, you just did weird, fun activities, or, you know what I mean? Like, you're just that person that maybe you were made fun of for some of the weird things that you would do, but you would still do them anyway because it was something you enjoyed, or there's something about you that it kind of gave off a little bit more of this carefree energy, while this person felt like they were stuck in confinement their whole life, like they were told what to do, what they can and cannot do. They have a certain image they need to withhold. They shouldn't be able to associate themselves with certain people. Like, this person kind of could have grew up in a, like, boot-laced kind of environment. Like, I don't know if they came from like a military environment or, but this individual they felt like you had it easier than them. And that is one of the reasons why they would get really jealous of you. So one of the things that this person, I feel like, associates you with as well is they always see that, like, for them, it's like they're always waiting for something to change. This person they never liked where they were. This individual, they always kind of, it's kind of weird because this person they would kind of think about, like, they would daydream about having a totally different life. And then they would come back to reality, and then they would just get frustrated with the fact of reality. So this person, they were always kind of stuck in this mental prison of their own making, because their whole life they've been told, oh, you shouldn't do this, or what will people think if you do that. So this person just got really taught at a very young age to really care about the opinions of other people because of the way that they grew up, and they're kind of wanting to break free from that, but the social programming that this person has had installed into them at such a young age has made it almost impossible for this person to fully just be themselves or to open up in the way that they would like. So this person gets really frustrated. And then the issue that they see is they feel like it's almost like when they're around certain people that, okay, because I get this person, they're playing a game, they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. And you kind of like, yeah, every now and again you might hide parts of yourself. We're not always authentic, but you give off more of this genuine vibe that you're allowing yourself to just enjoy life. And this person was kind of jealous of that. They really judged themselves for trying to relax or let loose or have fun or do anything that wouldn't break free from a certain type of image. So anytime that they would see you or people like you, it would trigger them because it would remind them of what they aren't doing in their lives. So this individual, I think that their whole life has been planned out for them, whether this is through a parent or something in their, like, they might have to take over like a family business, or there's something about this bully's life where they feel that they don't have the sense of control. They're really suffering in the way of following other people's expectations, following like going with the grain instead of against the grain. So this person is really just trying to be appeased, right? They're trying to appease everyone around them, but they're kind of almost silencing parts of who they are. And then this individual, every time they push down their feelings, it causes them more and more pain. So when this person is around people like you, they start to show hate because, hate and love is a very fine line. And the reason it's a very fine line is because oftentimes if we can't get something that we want or that we love, it starts to become resentment and bitterness and frustration and anger, which leads towards hatred because we're not getting our needs met. And love is a very strong need for people. And this individual, they sacrifice parts of themselves to get that love and approval. So they grew up in a very conditioned home where they were taught that they had to be a certain way to get loved. And I'm even getting that this person could be like a middle child or somebody that could have been bullied by their other siblings, or this individual just felt like they had to grow up quicker and take care of their siblings, and they are angry about that. They're resentful about that because they feel like they come home and they go to school. Because I get the sense too that for some of you guys this is kind of like a classmate, maybe even. But they would come home from school and then they would have to like make their siblings food or like take care of them. And this person never really got to be a kid. And so they take it out on other people that are a little more playful or a little more loose or light because this person feels like they were never able to have that. So it made them angry because this person really wanted to be, like, this person feels like they're never going to get justice in life. This person feels that they see things for what it is. They're never gonna get what they want. So this person's very cynical. They're very hopeless in a lot of ways. And so this individual takes their pain out on others because they're suffering. And I get this sense of this individual will kind of like just eventually reap what they sow. But I feel that this person was angry because they see other people around them doing better than them. And it drives them insane because they work hard. They try to accomplish more. For some of you guys, this is a coworker or a boss even. But it's just, again, somebody that is around you in a more structured environment is kind of what it feels like. And it's like this individual would just say things behind your back. They were kind of two-faced, but this person would start drama where there shouldn't be any, or where there was almost no need for there to be drama. And this person would kind of deflect a lot onto others. So this individual, because they have a lot of pain and because they have a lot of these insecurities in their life, they really take it out on those around them, because they feel like they almost get this sense like life isn't fair, and they feel like life is just cruel. It's almost like this person has kind of developed a mindset to almost ease their consciousness, like, oh, they deserve it, or, oh, like, life wasn't easy for me, so why should it be easy for them? So it's like this person really does just kind of go at you a little bit, because I feel like this person attacks several people, but I do think that this individual had purposefully targeted you, because they saw you as an easy target because you were kind of happy, you seem like a nice person, you seem very lighthearted to them. And again, this individual felt like it's almost like this person, in a weird way, when they see people like you that are happier, or let's say more content with life, you just mind your own business, but you do what makes you happy. You have your own unique way of like living your life or doing certain things. And this person was very shamed at a very young age for their uniqueness or for the weird things that they would like to do or want to do. And so this person, that is kind of an insecurity for them. So it's almost like it's easier to tear you down than to feel what they are feeling on the inside. So this person likes to really deflect a lot of their issues. They live kind of in their own bubble. They don't want people to almost see them in a certain way. They try to blend in with the surroundings in a way, right? They don't want to stick out too much, but they want to stick out just enough to get a little bit of that validation and that attention. So when you step out of that norm and you're just being happy being you, the spotlight naturally will come on to you without you realizing it. And this person felt like you were stealing the spotlight. This person felt like the eyes would divert from them to you. There was something about you that, again, you were very happy or very friendly to people. And I think that a lot of people didn't have issues with you. I think that this person felt like you made friends very easily, and they maybe have struggled to keep friends or to have friends. And it's because this person has a hard time sharing or playing fair with others. Like, this person really was I think grew up in a very, I think this person kind of grew up in a very abusive home. So this individual really had to grow up quickly. And I feel like what's interesting is this individual, they might actually follow, like, they change their style up a little bit from time to time. This person could follow trends. This person is always trying to keep up with what is the latest of things. Like, this person really does try to, like, they'll keep up with current news, or they'll keep up with current situations, or they'll keep up with, like, the current fashion trend, like different things like this, because they have this fear of being left out. They have this fear of not knowing everything. Like, this person's afraid of acting stupid, so maybe this person would make you feel stupid. This individual, they had a lot of fear circling around when it comes to really opening up their feelings. This person would always try to divert it to someone else or to change the subject. So this individual would do a lot of pointing the finger at someone else or directing the energy off of them at times. So this person, it's weird because this individual is a little bit contradictory. They like the attention. They like the drama, even if it's positive or negative. But when it gets too heated, or when people are starting to accuse them of starting the drama, they find a way to kind of slide out of it. They find a way to kind of try to act like they aren't like that. So this person tries to kind of come off a little bit more like this evolved individual, or this individual that just seems to have themselves together, because they don't want people to look at them in a more negative light. So they try to come off like this, like they're so unique, that they're so special. And I mean, everyone is. But this person is lying about who they really are. And they know that they are too. This individual is aware that, they're not getting their needs fully met. And especially when it comes to like intimacy wise, whether this is like, sexually, or just like cuddling, like physical affection, this person is missing the needs of just real closeness and real intimacy with people. And I feel like this is something that is like this big lack for them, that they crave it so badly that they are willing to throw other people under the bus. They're willing to sacrifice people, certain friendships, certain circumstances, to get that need met, to get that need filled. So with that hyena, this is their shadow side. I get the feeling that this individual, if you see you have half the moon, I feel like this person, like I said, that could be a little two-faced, but there is this sense of they would attack you if you turn your back. This person is kind of a backstabber. I feel like they do that to several people. And it's because there is this sense of this person never got over abandonment and betrayal in their life, whether this is because a parent walked out on them, or they were bullied by their family. They could have been the one that didn't get any attention, or had to raise their siblings, or had to do certain things that they just really didn't want. They were forced into roles that they didn't want to play. And so this person, they are angry about that. They are a little bit frustrated because their whole life has been kind of carved out for them. Their whole life has been other people telling them what to do, what to think, how to feel, how to act, that this person lost the sense of their own identity. It's like this person doesn't even know what their full needs are, because they were never really allowed to express it. So they would get very upset about it because their needs aren't getting met. So then they would take it out on you, or take it out on other people around them, because there is this feeling of hopelessness, this feeling of it's never going to happen. It's this frustration. It's like this individual really, like, they lived in a cycle of a constant state of I need this, but I can't get it. I have to have this, but it's not going to happen for me. So it's like this individual really did just give up on a lot of ways. They really did just kind of throw in the towel when it came to their life, essentially, because this person feels like they have to still listen to everybody else. This person's too afraid to be their more authentic self. So when they see people enjoying their life, when they see people living the way that they want to live, it makes this person feel small and insignificant, because they're not doing that themselves. They're not evolving past that themselves. So let's kind of break down more of the psychology a little bit about this bully, because I feel like this person, they really wanted you to feel bad about yourself. I get the feeling that this person had insecurities on multiple levels, but when it came to for instance, this person, they put a lot of time and effort into their physical appearance, because they had a lot of insecurities there. But this person really was very insecure about themselves. This person felt like they were unlovable in a lot of ways. So you're dealing with somebody here that felt very unworthy of love. They felt very unworthy of attention. This person could have begged for attention growing up as a child, but just never really received it unless they were injured, or unless they got in trouble, or unless like something ends up happening, like either they accomplish something, or there has to be something that stands out enough to be significant enough to get their parents' attention, because their parents could have been self-absorbed, their parents could have just been fixated on the other children or on their careers. Definitely there was a sense of rejection heavily from their father, from their mother, just feeling really rejected as a whole when it came to the family. So let's pull some cards here. This is kind of sad, but I think it's always kind of good to know why somebody rejects, or why somebody bullies us, because we don't always know people's lives. And I kind of get the feeling that this individual, they didn't really know you personally. They didn't really take the time to truly know you. Even if this is, say, like a father figure that did this to you, they never really took the time to get to know you. So this person, they kind of project onto you this image of a happier, better life, and it almost like it gave them the permission to be a little mean to you because maybe you need a reality check, right? Because life is not all sunshines and rainbows, and that's what this person felt like they were teaching you, because this person in a weird way thought bullying you was their way of showing you to kind of toughen up, to that you'll thank them one day. Like, that's kind of how this person's mentality is, because this person feels like that the world hardened them, and then they see you and you're so nice or gentle or soft, and it's like this person was angry about that because they never got to be like that. They never got to express their feelings. Maybe they saw you crying at one point, and maybe they bullied you for that because they're too ashamed to ever do that. So you're dealing with somebody here who they are so angry with themselves, but they're never really truly willing to admit that, so they just project all of that onto someone else, and you just happen to be one of those people that were around that got that projection on. So we have the High Priestess and then the Knight of Swords. So this person doesn't listen, they're not very intuitive. So what's going on with this individual is this person, when we go into self-doubt too much, right? When we doubt ourselves a little too much, we're doubting our intuition, we're doubting our beliefs or our thoughts or who we are. And when we do that, it starts to kind of hinder how we move forward in life, how we are going to be received in life. This person, like I said, they had to kind of shut off parts of themselves to be accepted in the family or to be accepted in their community or group of friends. So this individual is somebody who they compromise themselves to fit into society, to feel like they belong somewhere. But this person does feel very lonely. They feel very isolated. This person lost a sense of who they are. And it's almost like this individual feels like they've lost a deep sense of themselves that they don't know how to get back. So this person, they may be sharp with their words. This person is a little combative at times. This individual feels like they never get what they want. They feel like they're always they just focus on the negative. This person focuses on the negative. They don't see anything positive. This individual is a little ungrateful, and they're ungrateful because they feel like everything around them is falling apart. And it's just because they grew up in a very combative environment. They grew up in a very hostile environment to the point where this person felt like they had to shut off parts of themselves. So this person, they'll get a intuitive hit saying, maybe I shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that, but then they ignore it. And they've done that so many times, where they've ignored their intuition so many times that it's almost like they're so cut off from it, or they're so distanced from that it's really hard for them to almost accept where they're at. this person feels like this person's really afraid of judgment. So this person tries really hard to do anything and everything to not be judged. So this person tries to push themselves and other people away before it gets too close or too serious. So you're dealing with somebody here who has really strong intimacy issues. This person's really closed off from their intuition because they feel like they can't trust themselves anymore. I think you're dealing with somebody that they themselves have been bullied, and so they take it out on you because this person maybe becomes kind of confused. This individual, and as I say that at the bottom of the deck on this confusion, this person, they could have confused you, but this individual is confused most of their life. So they take things out on you, and I feel like they did it in such a way that maybe you're like, why me? What did I do? Because I feel like you maybe did nothing wrong to this person, but they just for some reason wanted to target you or fixate on you. And I feel like you guys are going to gain wisdom from this because of this confusion. Like, I think that for some of you guys, you were caught off guard that this person just started to kind of attack you for no reason, right? It's like you just didn't really do anything to cause this person to say or do these mean things to you. We have the Ten of Swords here and the Ten of Swords again. This person, they have a very negative viewpoint of themselves. The way that they talk about themselves is the way that they talk about you or talk about others. A lot of projecting going on in this pile. This person, things in their life are coming to an end, to a completion. We have this completion card here, and we have the death card here. So I'm getting that this person they are evolving. I think that they're not the same as they were when you first initially met them. But what I'm getting here is that this individual, what I'm kind of getting here is this person, they were angry for everything that happened to them in their life. And they wanted to put an end to the pain. And so what they did is they took their authority, or they took who they were, because they come off as this emperor. They're coming off as like a boss or somebody. And they use their words to make it's like they want uneven balance in situations. This person, I think that at one point you tried to it's almost like maybe you tried to say, hey, look, I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to fight with you. I would like us to be friends. Like maybe you tried to fix this situation. And it's like this person purposefully wanted this to be imbalanced. So you're dealing with somebody who they care about their image. They don't want to be slandered, but they'll slander other people. They'll gossip about others. But this person tries to act like they aren't doing anything wrong, act like they stay out of it in a way. They just kind of talk like, oh, I'm not, I'm not doing this, or it's like they just try to make themselves look good. And they do it in such a way where it's like for instance, if this is like, say, a father figure, maybe they took all of their frustration out on you, but then when they walk outside, they're like, have this image of like, I am an upstanding citizen, I'm a wonderful father, a wonderful mother, like I'm this and this and that. Like they just, you know what I mean? It's like night and day, right? With that, it's like the night and day situation here. This is the shadow of this person. This individual, you saw the dark side of this person, while a lot of other people see the lighter side. This person kind of, like I said, switches it on and off. So maybe you're like, is this in my head? Because you could be at work, and so your boss is like, you come in and this boss harasses you, and then all of a sudden, like, you try and tell other people, or you notice that they're nicer to other people and not you. And you know what I mean? Again, this person puts confusion on you. This person makes you say, well, why me? Why does this person not like me? And I feel that this individual, this could have been somebody that you've known for a while. But I'm also just getting this as too, is that it's like there's a part of you, pile number one, that maybe you try to work things out with this person. I just get that you would try to reach out, or you just try to make things better. And this person, they liked that because they felt like they had more control over you, because you're trying to work out the issue. You make this person feel important, pile number one. Because this person will say and do little things and it bugs you, it makes them feel important. So they keep picking on you because, say, for instance, they'll go to, like, say if you're at work, right? Say this is a boss or something. They'll go to, say, like, your coworker Jenny, and they'll pick on Jenny, but Jenny doesn't really stand for that. They kind of put a boundary there, or they just don't care. They brush it off their shoulder or whatever. And so he's like, oh, well, that's not really fun. But then they come to you and they'll be mean to you. And then they notice that you are more compliant, or that you're more eager to please. You're more nicer, and this person, they felt like they could take advantage of that. They felt like they could pick on you and that you wouldn't stick up for yourself. So this person, in a lot of ways, kind of is that predator in that prey situation where they're like, well, pile number one's not going to stick up for themselves. I can just kind of do whatever. And this person, they take advantage of that because they feel like you're very soft. They feel like you're very weak in that regard. This individual also, they're angry because they feel like you have a lot more options than them. They're angry because they feel like you have more opportunities than them. They feel like you have life so much easier. They think that you have, for some of you guys, this person is jealous of the partnership that you have with a different person. Maybe this person's jealous of your family situation, or it's like somehow this person knows a little bit more about you, or they've seen you with, like, say, your husband or wife or partner or friends, or like this person has seen you in certain environments, and they're jealous of the love that they feel like you get. And they don't get that. So this person feels like, they came from an abusive home. They came from somewhere where they just didn't feel loved. They didn't feel seen or stable. And this person's trying to build something for themselves. This person's trying to get themselves up on the ground again. And this individual feels like they're just juggling. They feel like they are, it's almost like this person feels like they have too many responsibilities, and this person feels like it's just too much. So they bottle a lot of this anger and this frustration, and then they take it out on you and everyone around you, because this person feels like it's just too much. Everything builds up too much. So this person, this is why they do some of the things that they do, is because they just let themselves build this. It's like they build themselves up to the point where they just get so angry, they snap. And then we have here the star. So this person, they see you healing. They see you evolving. I think this individual has been around you for a little bit of some time here. So if this is, say, a classmate, they've seen you for years evolve. If this is a coworker, they've seen you, again, evolve. This person sees you changing. They see you almost like you're getting happier each year, and things seem to be moving for you. It's almost like this person's life is more stagnant than yours, and they're angry about that. They wish that they had that opportunity in their life that they think that you have. They feel like it's unfair. So this person, I get the feeling that this person just kind of gave up on their life. In a lot of ways, they're stuck. They're stagnant. They're not going anywhere. This person feels very insecure. They are afraid of getting too close to people. And so they just get very jealous because they see you and they feel like that is what you do. And this person, they talk trash about you. They say terrible, mean things about you. They try to attack your character because they feel so stagnant, because they feel so stuck. And this person feels like they can't necessarily attack you outright. So maybe they say little things, or they kind of gossip. They try to make it act like they're not. And this is so interesting. At the bottom of the deck of your tarot, we have the Chariot in the reverse, and we have the Chariot in the reverse again. So again, this person feels really stuck and very stagnant, but this person also feels like they can't trust themselves. There's this duality about them. This person feels like every time that they try to move forward, they second guess themselves. And then they see you, and it looks like you're just moving forward, that you're actually going somewhere. And this person feels really ashamed of themselves. They feel like they're really not going anywhere. And so this person sees you growing, they see you expanding, and this person is just feeling like really stuck. They're afraid of the judgments of others. They feel like no matter what they do, they're never going to be happy. They're never going to be satisfied. I feel like you meeting this individual was destiny in a way, because it's like you're teaching this person what is possible in their life. You're teaching this person to, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be authentic. But this individual is also teaching you not to take things so personally. And I think that pile number one, perhaps you guys could have been a little bit of people pleasers, or more willing to accommodate people. And that caused you a lot of issues. So it's almost like this person is kind of teaching you how to evolve past that. So I feel like there is a mutual healing that is going on in this relationship. But at the same time, I get the sense that you're the one that's healing more from this, because I feel like this individual, they are bitter, they are sad, they're hopeless, they're in a very dark period in their life right now. And I think that this person, they took a lot of that out on you because they felt like you had it easier. They projected. It's like this person had it in their head, an image of your life, and they wish that they had the life you had. So it's like this person isn't seeing things maybe as clearly as it was, because perhaps your life wasn't really that easy, but this person felt like it was. So they took it out on you because this person felt like you were healing. They felt like you were evolving, and they felt like they had a bunch of hurdles, because maybe they came from an extremely abusive home, but they felt like maybe you didn't. So this person felt like you had more opportunities, you had a better start than them. And so this person's really bitter about that. We have here passion. This person was angry because, like I said, especially because right here, you guys came off as that Page of Wands. This person felt like you were very passionate about whatever it was that you would do. And you also, I felt like, was just more easygoing. You had more fun. And I think that some of you guys, maybe you're an artist, or maybe you just did things that you enjoyed. And this person saw that. They saw the passion that you had in yourself. They saw the things that you enjoyed, and maybe they made fun of that. Maybe they tried to discourage you from doing things that bring you passion and bring you joy. So we have here the gossip card, and I feel like this person really did gossip a lot about you. Maybe this individual tried to, like I said, attack your character. This person wanted other people to see you negatively because they were threatened by the way that you looked. They were threatened by your happy exterior. You just seemed very happy, and this person felt very threatened by that because they felt like people enjoyed being around you more than them. And so they felt like the need to just kind of bring your character down, to just make people look at you negatively so that they would kind of avoid you. So maybe you would notice that maybe certain people started acting weird around you, or maybe you heard about some of the rumors of the gossip. This person could have I felt like this person played telephone with people, where they would tell them something and other people would gossip, and other people would gossip, and eventually it just became like different versions of the same story. And it just kind of ended up making things really messy for you in your life. We have here insecurity. Yeah, you brought out a lot of insecurities in this person, whether you realized it, pile number one, or not. This person was very insecure, and it's almost like you just happened to hit every trigger of this person's insecurity. So I think that's why this person was so fixated on you, why this person was constantly questioning you and wondering why were you it's like, why did you bother them so much? And this person, they just, every time they were around you, they just felt worse about themselves. And that's not your fault. I think it's just that this person, they saw the way you were living, and they just wish that they had similar chances or similar opportunities. So this person just really played the woe is me card a lot. I do get the feeling that after this person bullied you, you, pile number one, started to become a little more enlightened about life. Maybe you had to try and learn to forgive this person for hurting you. There's something about you guys that, because you were so heavily bullied by this person, or you felt so hurt, it made you kind of turn more to spirituality, or it made you kind of turn more to certain belief systems or certain ways of viewing life that ended up actually serving you in the long run. And so I feel like this, in a weird way, this person bullying you almost helped you evolve into a better person. And I think that one of the things as well is this person hated that you had faith. There was something about you guys, whether you had like a religious faith, a spiritual faith, or there's just something about you that always thinks like, okay, no matter what happens, things are going to be okay. And this person was always mad about that because they never had that. They felt like they lost their sense of faith and their hope. And so they saw that you were still holding on to this hope. And this person could have even taken that as a naive thing. So they could have made fun of you. We also have prayer here. So, and completion at the end. So I feel like this person hated your beliefs. They hated the way that you saw the world. They hated the way that it's like you turn lemons into lemonade, while this person is just sitting there staring at the lemon saying, woe is me. What am I going to do with all these lemons? And you decided to actually make it into a business. You like, nope, I'm selling lemonade, or I'm going to enjoy what I got. And you turned lemons into lemonade, while this person is sitting here still whining and complaining about life. So this is a completion, because I feel like this person might not be in your life anymore. Or if this is the case, it's almost like this person's influence is no longer going to impact you anymore, pile number one. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is you're no longer letting this person influence you. I feel like this individual, they did feel really insecure in your presence. And this person, they really tried to beat you down. They made fun of what you believed in. They made fun of who you were. This person said really mean, harsh words about you. This person gossiped about you. This individual tried to pretend to be something that they're not. And this really did hurt you, and this really did impact you. So I just wanted to say, like, oh, I'm sorry that this happened. But at the same time, I feel like this had to happen because you gotten so much stronger, you grew so much from this situation, and in a weird way, you kind of reflected back to this person things that they needed to work on, and you kind of mirrored to this individual the things that they needed to improve in themselves. And so because of that, you really did in the long run help this person out, whether you realize it or not, whether they'll ever admit it to you or not. But you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of pain, somebody that doesn't know how to release that pain, and instead of trying to transmute it or release it in a healthier way, they took it out on you. This person, maybe they can't afford therapy, or this individual, their family was against it. There was things that this person, they needed therapy or they needed something, but this person was lacking a lot of their needs. They came from a very neglectful home. So I do feel really bad for this person. However, I do feel like this individual, it's not an excuse for why they did this. I just get the feeling that this individual definitely felt like they had to prove themselves. They had to bring other people down in order to be liked by others. This person felt like they were never enough, so they felt like they always had to try and bring up this, oh, I'm the emperor, I'm this amazing person. So this is kind of the issues that I saw with this individual, and I feel like they just took so much of that frustration out on you because their needs were not getting properly met. They never felt like they were truly loved. They felt very neglectful. Like they felt like they were just neglected a lot. They felt like nobody really cared about them. They just felt very low value. This person had very low self-esteem and self-worth, but they carry themselves, or they try to act like they are worth a lot, because this person feels like they need to glitter in order to be noticed, even though they feel like they're not. They feel like they're trash. That's how this person talks to themselves. So you're dealing with somebody who's really, they just really bash themselves. They beat themselves up. They're not nice to themselves. The only way they feel like they can end their pain is by upsetting others or taking advantage of other people to get ahead in life, which actually just sets them back. So it's almost like you got to almost kind of have to come at it from feeling sorry for this person and maybe seeing things from different perspectives. But yeah, that's really what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that this helps you, gives you closure in some way, or just kind of help you understand a little bit of the mindset behind why perhaps this person maybe picked on you or targeted you. And I think it's just because this individual was threatened by your light, your passion, your drive, you being who you wanted to be, you going after yourself, like your own dreams, your own goals. This person just felt like they were intimidated by you, and they just felt like you had an easier life than them. So you're just dealing with somebody who had a lot of self-pity and have been kicked when they were down. But yeah, pile number 1, I just hope that this gives you closure or helps you in some way. But that's really what I have for you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great, wonderful day, pile number 1. Thank you. Bye. All right, those of you guys that picked pile number 2, or this cute key, or this deck, let's see. Who was bullying you? Why did they bully you? And what was the whole point of it, basically? Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of closure or a little bit more understanding about a situation. We never know what's going on in the lives of others, so it's always kind of good to get that new, fresh perspective. So if you guys will bear with me, it'll take me 2 seconds to shuffle your guys' cards and get them laid out for you guys. All right, pile number 2. So this is very interesting. What I am picking up for you guys on who is your bully, I'm almost wanting to say for some of you guys, there's 2 people that I feel like that is bullying you. For some of you guys, this could be a ex and a friend that maybe you're friends with. Maybe you two had a co-friend, or maybe this is, say for instance, just 2 friends, 2 coworkers, 2 siblings, 2 cousins. It could be a sibling and a cousin. It could be like anything like that. I wish that I could narrow it down more, but really, I'm going to kind of stick with it being an ex and a friend. I know that it may not resonate for actually every one of you. So some of you, this is like, however this applies, it's going to have a similar feeling and a similar dynamic to it, whether this is a romantic, a family, friends. So stick around just to see if this works. If not, then maybe pick a different pile, because this feels pretty specific. What automatically kind of what I'm getting here is that pile number 2, this person was very close to you. This individual is somebody that is either, like I said, very close, is in like romantic partnership, friendship, or family. This feels very close to home. I'm getting that this is almost a romantic partner though. So these are the 2 things that I'm picking up already, and I kind of automatically want to be drawn to these animals before we just break into the tarot. I feel like this person that you were dealing with, you had a friend behind the scenes, or you had somebody behind the scenes egging on this specific person. So this little raccoon guy, I feel like whoever this could be like, say for instance, like you're dating a partner, right? This person is whispering in in the other person's ear, gossiping, saying things about you. So it's almost like you're having somebody egg on another person to continue to bully you. So it's almost like this one person is feeding another individual lies, which makes this other person hate you, or makes this other person think poorly about you. So you see what I'm saying? Like, there's some sabotage going on here. But the fact of the matter is it's weird to me, is if this is a partner that's believing, say, a best friend that is platonic between the two of you, that's really weird, because it's almost like this person, they trust this individual over you. So there's still this sense of it's not a good situation either way, because you wish that this person would believe you. Like, why is it that they trust this other person's judgment over yours? So that's why I think it's a little hurtful. But you're dealing with somebody here that is sabotaging some kind of a connection. This could even be like, say, for some of you guys, this could even be like your ex's family member or something, right? This is somebody that's tethered to another individual. So there are two people that are like almost hating on you or bashing you. Oh, I forgot to light another incense. They're like bashing on you and hating on you because of what this other person is saying, what this other person is doing. So you're dealing with somebody here that is very tooth-faced in a way, that they act like they're your friend in front of you, and then they gossip behind your back, or they'll say things about you to this crocodile, and saying, oh, like, you know, pile number 2 said this about you. Pile number 2 did that behind your back. And so this person, instead of coming towards you and saying to you, and maybe at one point in time they could have said something to you, but this crocodile is kind of almost confused, because this raccoon is whispering in their ear, telling them things that's just not true about this whole situation. So this individual, they're afraid of really getting close to people. They're very, like, skittish. That's kind of what I'm getting from this crocodile. So to have this raccoon in his ear or her ear telling them things, it's like this person is almost helping this individual self-sabotage. So you're dealing with somebody here that maybe broke up a friendship, or maybe broke up a partnership because this person believed this raccoon's lies. So the crocodile here and the raccoon, this is kind of what I'm getting. So it's kind of complicated, because the energy between the crocodile and the raccoon seem complicated. It feels like a friendship or family that's maybe really close together. Well, I feel like you're a little bit not as closely connected in that way. So this person sided with this individual due to loyalty or due to other things, but they almost started gossiping and believing this person. So then they started saying and doing things to you. So it's almost like this crocodile initially liked you, and then listened to the raccoon, and eventually started bullying you with the raccoon. And maybe you felt really confused, and you felt and questioning why, because this person was very receptive. This individual, they don't ask the questions that they should have been asking. This person took what this individual said at face value instead of doing their own research. So it's like this person is almost gonna have to learn eventually down the line that they can't do that with other people, right? That sometimes we have to really wonder and question what is actually right for us. So the raccoon itself, kind of what I'm getting here is this person is in a lot of pain. They're maybe in a relationship that they're not happy in, or in a family situation, wherever they're living, or whatever that they're doing to maintain a job or maintain this house, they're not happy with. So this raccoon is a very miserable person, and I feel like this individual, nothing is going right in their life. There seems to be a very heavy stagnancy. There's a blockage there. They want to make more money, but they're not able to. They have this constant pain, which is, I feel like for a lot of them is grief and sadness and loss that they haven't processed. So this person almost likes to conflict that type of pain onto others. There's something that this individual cannot let go of from their past. And I feel like this person, they say and do things so that they can win. They want to win at all costs, even if they have to step on other people's toes to get there, because this person feels like it's never enough. So this person's very competitive. So what was happening here is I felt like you took up this crocodile's time, or the crocodile talked favorably about you, and it made this raccoon feel a certain way. It made this person feel really insecure about the situation. And so what they did was they started to try and get other people against you. They tried to paint you in a certain way. They could have even set you up to make you look bad. And so you maybe didn't realize this, had no idea about this, but this person, they're in their own sense frustrated with their life, and so they needed to take it out on somebody. This individual felt that you were a threat to their life. This person relies heavily on this crocodile. So whoever this raccoon is very codependent on this crocodile, and they feel like they need to get their needs met. They feel like they need to it's like this person really wants to sink his claws into the crocodile, whoever this is. So this person with the gazelle here, I feel like, this person painted you out to be a monster when you weren't one. They tried to make you see, they tried to make the crocodile see something different, right? They're trying to change the crocodile's perspective or lens about you. They succeeded. They succeeded in that. And I think that for a lot of you guys, this person didn't communicate with you. They really left you just really questioning yourself and wondering a lot about yourself. So you're dealing with somebody here who they didn't even explain themselves. I think they kind of maybe even ghosted you, pile number 2. Say that this person even could have tried to get your husband or your spouse or your partner to cheat on you with them, or they did, you know what I mean? Not necessarily for everyone, but there is this sense there that this raccoon was very codependent on this crocodile, really relied on this crocodile, and they felt like you were that threat. They felt like you were that person that would take away that crocodile or take away their time to where they feel like they're not going to get their needs met. So this person came at it from a very selfish perspective, a very self-preservation situation. So this individual, they like I said, they have a lot of grief, a lot of sadness. The way that they view life is a little bit bleak. This individual was angry with you because you were opening up new opportunities and new doors for this crocodile. For some of you guys, this raccoon could have been a mother. This raccoon could have been a father figure, a brother, a sister to this crocodile. I feel like this was a third-party situation that was causing a bullying situation. There was a triangle here. I feel like you were just trying to you were kind of in the background. You had no idea that this was happening, pile number 2. A lot of the stuff that was going down was behind the scenes. I think that they left you very, questioning a lot about yourself, questioning a lot about the situation, because I think that you felt like this crocodile really cared about you, and they did, but this raccoon was afraid of losing this crocodile, and they did everything they could to separate the two of you, and they succeeded. They bullied you, they lied, and they got the crocodile to bully you too. So you could have noticed that this person was really sweet and loving and kind, and all of a sudden they just started being mean to you out of nowhere. And it was because this raccoon felt like you were giving the crocodile new options, new opportunities in the world, and this person was afraid that they were going to miss out. They were afraid that they were going to lose this crocodile. They were afraid that the crocodile was going to become happier than them. So this person came from a very self-loathing, very I need kind of thing, like what about me, kind of narcissistic in that sense, where it's like it's all about me. everything needs, what about me, right? It's all about me. And that's where the raccoon came from. And I felt like the raccoon was really somehow had a huge role to play in this crocodile's life, and this raccoon guilt tripped the crocodile as well. So you're dealing with somebody here who, I believe the crocodile really did care about you. They really did love you. They really did enjoy spending time with you. But unfortunately, the raccoon kind of came in and tried to get the crocodile to dismiss their feelings. They were like, nah, this person's cheating, or this person has too many options, or this person, or like the raccoon tried to divert the crocodile's attention from you, like you were the sun in their life, and they tried to convert that into gazing into the unknown, the abyss, saying, oh well, pile number 2, I heard, went out and did all of these crazy things, and kind of left this person feeling a certain way about you. And then it's like this person was also like, but look at all these options that you do have. Look at all these things that you can have. And a lot of them were not very, it's like the raccoon wasn't really looking out for the crocodile's best interest. The raccoon was looking out for the raccoon's best interest, but didn't want the crocodile to know that. Didn't want you to know that they were the reason for, say, a breakup, or for you getting fired, or for you to, like, this person took something from you. The raccoon came around, saw that you had an opportunity with this crocodile, that you two were either business partners, actual relationship. This raccoon was jealous. This raccoon was threatened. And this person, they made false claims about you. This person tried to act like they had no involvement in it either. So this individual really made this crocodile miss out on an opportunity. This raccoon kind of almost put an illusion around the crocodile, saying like, and I feel like you two had a very kindred spirit. You two felt very close together. This felt like you saw this crocodile as a soul, like a soulmate or a soul tribe, or somebody that you actually really got along with. And the raccoon saw this. They saw that you guys actually enjoyed each other's company, and they were so threatened by that. They were so angry by that because they felt like they deserved that. See, at the bottom of the deck here we have that 10 of Cups. This person saw that you two could actually make a future together. They saw that you two could actually make something happen, whether this is like career-wise, building a family together, or having like kind of whatever. This person saw potential there, and they didn't like that. This raccoon felt so intimidated due to the fact that you two just seemed so good together. Seemed like, the crocodile was really happy to have you in their life, and it's like this person couldn't have that. So let's kind of see the psychology behind why this happened. Psychology of why they bullied you. This just feels like a sly energy, and it just kind of feels like this person hid in the background. Like you didn't realize how much they were really pulling things behind the scene. You were all happy and like being in the sunlight and just in la-da-da, like you were in this white background, right? You just felt like you were happy and you were uplifted. And that what you didn't see behind the scenes though was that this raccoon was trying to rain on the crocodile's parade. If you can tell, they both look like they're in the rain in the dark. And it's like that's what this raccoon is doing, is constantly pulling this person down. And I almost feel like this could be a friend too. Like, oh, you're better off than this person, and I just didn't peg you to be like that. Like this person really tried to get this crocodile to dismiss you, to reject you, to ghost you, to hurt you, to abandon you. And I feel like the crocodile did it because the crocodile was also codependent with this raccoon. I feel like these two known each other for a really long time, pile number 2, and then you came along. So it's like, as you can tell, it's almost like they came from the same environment. They came from the same background. And while you were so vastly different, this raccoon felt so intimidated by that this person, they didn't like the change, and they didn't like that you, this raccoon almost felt like you were going to get rid of them. Right, because they're so negative, and because this person, they were so afraid of the way that you would take over, basically. This person's very possessive and controlling. So let's kind of get here why, like the mentality and the mindset of why they bullied you. Pile number 2. This person's life just feels so stagnant, though. It's just like a grueling stagnancy. So why this person was bullying you, I automatically even see the sun in the reverse and then the sun right here in the upright. So this person, like I said, they didn't like their home life, or they didn't like where they're coming from. They felt like they had a lot of instability in their life. The crocodile was somebody that they felt like they could kind of lean on, could kind of use as a resource. This person it's really messed up to say it in this way, but the crocodile is going to have their own lessons, I feel like, in this situation. Because I feel like the crocodile was also kind of betrayed, was also, in a way, kind of innocent, but at the same time, they still mistreated you, and they still trusted the raccoon over you, and it's almost like this person has to learn their own lesson of who they're loyal to and who they're not loyal to, right? So this is very complicated. So I hope everybody's following along here. But the raccoon, they felt like their whole world was upside down. They were just struggling financially. They were struggling in their household. They just hated where they were in life. They were not happy where they are in life. They're not accepting it. They're not accepting the reality of their life. So this person, they see that you were happy, that you made this crocodile happy. It almost felt like there was a mutual care between the two. This individual felt like they needed to involve themselves. They needed to insert themselves into the situation. So they had to put their negativity into it. I think that this individual, they saw that you had a warm, kind heart, and this person was kind of mad because they couldn't do that. They felt like they didn't have the strength to do that for themselves. This person also, like I said, could have potentially had a crush on the crocodile as well, and to see that you made the crocodile happy could have really triggered this raccoon, and really could have made this raccoon feel like they needed to fight. This person is really angry that you seem to have more than them. This person feels like they know that they aren't, that they're not as happy, that they're not like you. They see you as this ray of sunshine, and they feel like they're not at your level in that way. This person, they always judge themselves, but they try to deflect that onto others. But this person, they pass judgment where judgment shouldn't be. So I feel like this person sticks their nose into places that they shouldn't. And I think they've done that in this crocodile's life for a very long time. This person, they don't have the strength to change things about themselves. So this person's in a situation that they hate, that they don't want to be in, but they refuse to actually put the work in to change the environment or to change the situation that they're in. So you're dealing with somebody here who, this person is miserable. They see that you two are having the 10 of Cups, that you two are happy, that you two are making whatever this is, again, whether this is business, relationship, friendship, whatever, you two are like two peas in a pod. This person feels left out. This individual also feels like they're never going to get their happily ever after. They're never going to feel satisfied, but they see you two in that position. And so they put an end to it. They flat out lied. They deceived this person. They made this person question this individual and who they were. So you're just dealing with somebody here who, I don't think this person thinks before they speak sometimes. I think this individual, they are not very self-aware. This person tries to avoid and try not to take any accountability for their actions. So this individual will just kind of blurt out one of the first things that pops into their mind. But because they have such a pull and such a leverage against this crocodile still chose this person. So again with that 3 of Cups, you could have known this raccoon, but this raccoon tried to the lights went out, you guys, so bear with me here. It's gonna be a little darker, but whatever. Now we have more natural lighting. But this person, pile number 2, they were just angry because they felt like you were getting everything that they wanted. And it's almost like you kind of just came into this person's life randomly. I feel like the way that you came into this crocodile's life and this raccoon's life was just like so random, and it really upsetted this third person, this raccoon, because they were like, where did this come from? Why did this happen? Because they felt so threatened by you. They felt like you were changing the whole dynamic. You were changing the friendship. You were changing the family dynamic. Like you were changing this person. And they didn't like it. They just did not like how this individual was behaving anymore. The crocodile was perhaps becoming happier when maybe, and this is something I'm getting to, the raccoon and this crocodile, if you can tell, like I said, they both kind of have the same backgrounds. It's dark, it's raining. I think that this crocodile and this raccoon both got along because they were both very depressed. They were both very sad, tiring people. They both were miserable. They both didn't like where their life was going. And so they felt like they had that connection with this crocodile. But then when you came into the picture, the crocodile started to get a little bit more life in them. They started to be a little happier. They started to actually want to do more things and be more active. Like this person started to actually enjoy themselves. And the raccoon was like, oh no, you're changing too quickly. I don't like the way you're behaving. I don't like that you are almost like you're becoming a better person. This raccoon felt very threatened by that. This person feels very slow in their progress in life. And then they see that you came in and now you're making this person want to be more enthusiastic about life again, wanted to re-enter into their passions again. You had no idea, pile number 2. All right, let me just make this clear. You have no idea how much you impacted the crocodile's life. The crocodile had a very sad life. They were very miserable. They were not happy. They felt like nothing was really working out in their life. And they bonded with the raccoon over their misery. Misery loves company. You came along. You're like this bright, shining light in this crocodile's world. The crocodile started to gaining more confidence, more self-esteem, started having more passion in life. This person wanted to start to do more things, be more active. And the raccoon was used to the dynamic. They were used to each other sulking. They were used to each other just spending time with each other and no one else. They were used to getting all the undivided attention and the validation. The raccoon was getting their needs met some degree or another through this crocodile. And then you show up and the crocodile doesn't have as much time for the raccoon anymore, and they're almost changing their wavelength because they're happier. And so it's almost like they saw that you two were counterparts, the King of Wands and that Queen of Wands. They saw you two as a counterpart. This person was very angry about that, so they had to change the situation. They wanted to make you feel bad for because they felt bad. So this person, I think, purposefully tried to interfere where they shouldn't have interfered. So this individual, what they did, I think, behind the scenes, this individual went to this crocodile and spread lies about the things that they said. Oh, pile number 2 said this about you. Or I heard from the grapevine that somebody who knew pile number 2 said that this is what they said and blah, 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 blah. Or, they cheated on you. They did this, they did that, and the third. This person went and spread a rumor to the crocodile that was so untrue and not a real situation. And I feel like this made this this crocodile say, well, I need to focus on my options then, because if pile number two, and I think that I think the crocodile thought that maybe pile number two, if this is, say, a relationship, this person could have thought that maybe you had your options open. So they put their options open, and the raccoon was happy about this because they painted it out for you. They painted it out to make it seem like you were sleeping around, or that you were doing certain things behind the crocodile's back. And now this crocodile is like, well, I don't want to proceed forward with pile number two, because I mean, it sounds like pile number two is doing some really shady stuff, and this person got up and they took their pentacles. They got up and they left because they didn't want to entertain the toxicity that this raccoon was portraying you to be. So this person really painted out a delusion to the crocodile, and made this crocodile kind of want to make a decision to kind of cut you out. And I think it's because this person, again, they just felt this intimidation about you. Pile number two, you have this energy about you that when you give people undivided attention, it's like it's really healing. It's really amazing to them, and it makes people really gravitate towards you. So it's like this raccoon felt really insecure when you were around, because maybe this person realizes their shortcomings because they're seeing how amazing you are, and how this crocodile was just like in love with you, or was obsessed with you. Maybe this crocodile talked about you all the time, and this person felt very intimidated by this. They felt very immature about the situation. Like I said, there could have been a little bit of a triangle here, where maybe this raccoon actually had feelings for the crocodile and you were in the way, or this raccoon was like a family member, and maybe you were making their child too happy, or their sibling too happy or something, and they didn't like that. There was something about this situation where the raccoon felt like you were invading their space with this connection, and they did not want that to happen. So this individual, the mindset that they came from was the sense of lack, the sense of, oh, this is never going to happen. This is never going to change. Why would I ever think that this will ever happen for me? So you're dealing here with somebody who they kind of coming at it from this, I have to do everything in my power to get what I want. So this person bends people's wills. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they do immoral things to get what they want. And that's the mindset that they come from, because they feel this sense of lack so badly in their life, that they feel like they never have enough, that they feel like their life is so stagnant, that they're afraid that people are going to leave their life. This could be somebody who has a lot of earth in their chart, or who has they have this fear of their life changing. Like, they were afraid of the crocodile moving on. They were afraid that the crocodile and their dynamic was going to change. This person cannot accept change. And I think that this person, they cling on to people and situations that are well past the expiration date, or that, maybe that's not past expiration date, but maybe they just need to let their friend evolve, and then maybe the raccoon just needed to catch up, but they didn't want to do that. You see, they didn't want to evolve. This person they don't like where they're at, but it's familiar to them. It's comfortable to them, and they don't want anything or anyone to disturb that status quo, to disturb the comfort zone or the comfortability that they have for their life or for themselves. So this person is really truly just they're choosing at this point almost to stay stagnant due to the fears of what's going to happen if they don't. Oh man. So this person, they had a lot of impatience. This is the thing too, is they didn't give this crocodile enough time to get back to them. When they would text the crocodile and the crocodile didn't respond back, they would get angry very quickly. They would lash out at the crocodile. They would say, oh, it's all because of this person. Like, they would just they didn't have the patience to see how this connection was going to pan itself out. So this person, for instance, if you were in the group with them, because I feel like you knew about the raccoon to some degree, or this raccoon was in your vicinity all the time with the crocodile, they never gave you the chance to see if you would truly fit in. They never really gave you the chance to see if this is good for the whole dynamic, right? This person just came at it like, oh my gosh, you're going to steal from me, you're going to take from me, this is going to happen, before they even knew it was going to happen, before it even had the ability to manifest itself. This person ended it really quickly. They did not give a chance to see if maybe they would grow to like you more, maybe this would be good for all of them. They never really allowed that to be a possibility. They just tried to end it as quickly as it began. And I feel like for some of you guys, this might even answer questions that you may have of, why did the crocodile, like this person that I really cared about them, I really liked them, why did they treat me this way? Why did they leave me in this way? Why did they say certain things? It was because of the raccoon telling them certain stuff. And then the crocodile got very defensive, very angry, and could have said hurtful things to you because they believed that raccoon. So we had that gratitude. The raccoon was angry because you were always so happy, and when you're genuinely grateful for things, I feel like you were very grateful for this crocodile, and the raccoon was never really that grateful. They always had that, it's never enough, this isn't okay, that's not okay. This person always had some kind of negative thing to say, and because of that, it really did make this raccoon intimidated, because they felt like it's almost like they were afraid that you were building the crocodile up, like their self-esteem up, and they were afraid that the crocodile is going to see that they could do better than the raccoon. And that raccoon did not want that to happen, because the raccoon would always say and do little things to leave the crocodile, like leave little seeds of doubt in the crocodile, to keep the crocodile where they're at, because the raccoon liked it that the crocodile stayed with them. They didn't evolve past a certain point with them. And when you came along, it was almost like this crocodile felt like they could do anything. It's almost like you made this crocodile feel almost invincible. And that raccoon was always like, oh no, the crocodile is getting too big for their own britches. Like, I need to damper this. This gazelle is helping them too much. Like, that's how the raccoon is seeing it. So it's almost like pile number 2, you didn't realize the dynamic because it was so well hidden from you, perhaps. Or maybe you had like an idea that this was happening, but you didn't have the full proof that this was happening. So it kind of led you to question yourself a lot. But this person, the raccoon hated you because you were very passionate, but what I'm also getting is very creative. You were very creative, and so the raccoon was angry with you because it's almost like your passion, your self-worth, you were showing that to the crocodile. You were almost showing that the crocodile had the same qualities. So this made the crocodile actually start to develop self-worth, wanting to stand up for themselves a bit more, wanted to do fun, passionate things. So it's like this raccoon was seeing how all of the positivity that you gave was rubbing off on that crocodile. And this raccoon is just really jealous. The raccoon here had this complacency. They had the crocodile in a complacency. They were both just kind of stuck in life. And I feel like you have this acceptance about yourself. You have this acceptance about reality. And this raccoon cannot accept a reality. They cannot accept that life goes on, that things change, that growth occurs. So this person was really angry at you because it's almost like you were making this crocodile really happy. You were evolving them. You were changing. And this raccoon felt like they didn't have that. They didn't have that positivity like the crocodile ended up having. They felt like they were getting left behind. And honestly, Pile number 2, this situation could have sent you on a quest to discover yourself better, to see who you are. I think that this really did shape the way that you view life, because I get the sense that this crocodile really did try to, it's like this crocodile really did want to actually try and have something with you, but this raccoon was just so angry of the idea that the crocodile could potentially lead them, or that the crocodile was just doing better than them after meeting you. So it's almost like you kind of, in a way, upgraded this person. But yeah, because there's two people, I think I kind of want to just see what the crocodile was thinking at this time of this event, because this seemed like a lot that happened, pile number 2. I feel like this raccoon really messed with the crocodile's head, and I think that the crocodile maybe was born in an environment where perhaps they were gaslit a lot, that they were around people that constantly made them question themselves. So the crocodile was never really in the best mental state. Plus, I feel like this crocodile kept asking the raccoon for the raccoon's opinion. I think that they had kind of like a close friendship or a close connection, and unfortunately, the raccoon was just giving the crocodile really bad advice. So let's see, what was the crocodile thinking throughout this entire situation? What was the crocodile's mental state in this entire situation? Yeah, see, this person, they made a quick decision, I think. And it was based off of an emotional response. They emotionally reacted. They reacted without thinking. They reacted without a hesitation. I think that whatever this raccoon told the crocodile, because you got to think, this raccoon knew this crocodile for a very long time. So this person knew their buttons, what they didn't like. And I think that this person made it seem like you betrayed them. This person is trying to heal through this heartbreak. So this person maybe this raccoon perhaps could have known that the crocodile was betrayed at one point in time, and that the crocodile was healing through their wounds and while they met you. And maybe this person, they felt like they had no choice. They felt like they had no choice but to drop you as an option, or to drop you as a person in their life, because this individual, they were so afraid of getting hurt again. This raccoon used something from the crocodile's past, and then what they did is they made it seem like it was repeating itself. They almost gave the crocodile this sense of, oh no, I'm gonna get cheated again, or oh no, this is what's gonna happen again. So this crocodile reacted out of fear. They felt that they were gonna get hurt again. I think they ghosted you, or I think that they just said, no, we're breaking up, or no, I can't do this with you. And they dropped out of some kind of legal agreement or some kind of love offer or something. This person, they felt like they had to end this connection, or they had to end this cycle with you quickly. They did not use their own judgment or discernment. This person felt pretty powerless actually in their life, because this crocodile felt very powerless because their whole life they've been around people that told them they can't do certain things, or they're not lovable enough, or they're not enough in some degree or another. So this crocodile felt like they had to let you go. They had to turn away from the pain, turn away from this connection. It's almost like they almost denied their feelings for you. Even though they had these feelings, I get the sense that they still decided to cut things off. They chose the other person's opinion over you, because this individual was so afraid of repeating what was going to happen. So this person hurt their own self and missed out on a great opportunity with you, pile number 2, because they allowed this raccoon to get in the way between the two of you. They allowed this person to bully you, and they could have even joined. I'm hearing, unfortunately, pile number 2, I hear that even the crocodile started talking trash behind your back with the raccoon, because the raccoon triggered the crocodile so heavily against you, because they lied on your name. They said something about like you cheating. They said something about you not that you were doing a certain thing when that wasn't true. So it's like this person, they unfortunately, the crocodile, they missed out on a true soulmate. They missed out on a true friendship, a true connection. This person, I think the crocodile knew how special you were, pile number two. They knew that they didn't feel this with anybody else. They didn't feel this kind of strong connection with anybody before you. And like you were kind of different. You stood out to this crocodile. You made this crocodile's day. You made this person happy. And unfortunately, they just allowed other people to interfere in this connection. They allowed other people to bully you. The raccoon could have said things in front of you that was bullying, but then the crocodile wouldn't stand up for you. And I think that could have hurt you as well. So this person, they felt like they had no choice but to turn their back against you. This person felt like the only option that they had was to either leave you and be hurt and move on, or stick around and constantly be looking back on their shoulder, wondering and questioning if you really are doing what the raccoon stated that you did. And I feel like this person, they did not listen to their intuition, that high priestess. This person went against their better judgment, and this individual could have started to bully you as well because they felt like they needed to protect themselves. The crocodile at the end of the situation felt like they needed to protect themselves because they felt like you were going to betray them like an ex, or betray them like an ex-partner or business partner, or whatever the situation was. They felt like you were going to do something that another person in the previous past have done, and the raccoon made it and led it to seem like that was the case, but it really wasn't. So it's almost like this raccoon really bullied you. They could have said things to your face, to the crocodile's face. I'm just getting that the crocodile did not stand up for you. They did not appreciate you. They did not give you the love, the admiration, and the respect that you deserved, pile number two. And I felt like, as messed up as this was, because this feels like a painful, confusing situation for you, which I feel like did lead you, pile number two, on a quest to having self-discovery. This bittersweet situation is what's going and the confusion and everything. I feel like they were confusing. It was bittersweet because you loved the crocodile, but how the crocodile treated you at the end was terrible. And it left you confused, but it was because there was a trickster in the mix. There was somebody that was false feeding information and making things unbalanced. And I felt like this person, they played into this raccoon's hands. They allowed the situation to end up that way. Again, this person was not listening to their intuition. They were not trusting themselves. They were second guessing themselves, constantly doubting themselves. And this person felt like they just couldn't do it. They felt like they didn't have the ability to move past that. They just felt like whatever this raccoon told them, it wasn't the truth. It was a lie. And because of that, this crocodile, instead of taking a second, and that's the problem, they didn't take a second. They immediately reacted and cut you out, or lied to you, or just started to be mean to you and bully you. If they would have taken a second to really evaluate the situation, to really ask the personal questions, they would have realized that this raccoon was lying, that this raccoon was just feeding them false information. But because they were so afraid, and because they were so quick to believe this raccoon, they missed out on they missed out on an amazing opportunity with you, pile number two. You guys brought a lot of love and a lot of light to this person's life, and I felt like this person, all they did was turn around and hurt you because they were trying to protect themselves, because they felt like you were threatening their own emotional state. They felt like you were cheating or lying or betraying them, when really it was the raccoon betraying their trust and them believing in the wrong person. So it's almost like I do get the feeling that this is going to come around and bite the crocodile in the butt in the future. I feel like this raccoon is eventually going to be seen for what they were and what happened. And I get the feeling too that in a way this might actually send the crocodile on their own quest for their own self-development, for who they are. This is going to eventually serve the crocodile to learn that, they did have happiness with you. and they sabotaged it because they trusted the wrong people. So I feel like this person's going to learn a lot about their loyalty and who they should and shouldn't have in their life. But I feel like this person needs to keep hitting rock bottom before they can start to see their life the way that they need it. And I feel like it has something to do with the people that they surround themselves with. So unfortunately, I feel like you guys did not get the justice that you deserved in this situation. I felt like you guys got bullied in an unfair situation, but I feel like you guys are going to reap better rewards in the future. I feel like you guys are going to have a better position than the crocodile and especially this raccoon. So, yeah, I hope that this resonated for you guys. Again, this felt very specific, but I do get the sense that this was a very complex dynamic. This friend really was afraid of how the crocodile was changing because of you. And there was just this whole triangle, this whole dynamic. And this person really did just flat out lie to this crocodile and self-sabotage the crocodile from something that was actually really good for them. So it's a really sad situation, but I did hope that this helped you guys in some way or bring you some kind of closure. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you guys the best of luck. Have a great and wonderful day, my pile number 2s. Thank you. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you guys chose this key, this is going to be your guys' reading, or this deck, why you guys were bullied, what was the point of it, what was going through this person's life at the time that they did this. Also, the electricity just went out, so this is natural lighting. I'm trying, but it's a little dark, so bear with me on that, you guys. But yeah, let's get into it and start shuffling for this pile. Okay, pile number 3. So as I was shuffling the cards, the first thing that came into my mind was sexuality. So pile number 3, I feel like either you or this person could be in the LGBTQ, maybe bi or gay or I'm not sure, but this person that's bullying you, pile number 3, could be like a coworker. This feels like a coworker, but this coworker is like into you sexually, and that's why they're bullying you. They're bullying you because you stir up weird feelings in them that they were not expecting. I think that this person could be the same sex as you, or maybe they're not, but there's something about you that makes this person question themselves, if that makes sense. So say if this is a coworker or you go to work and you notice that this person seems to always be mad at you or mean, or they always seem to be kind of like looking at you. This person can make you kind of feel uneasy too, but I get this sense that this is heavily work-based. This person loves you or like is in love with you in a weird way. And it's not necessarily love, but this person is infatuated with you. They don't know what to do about it though, so it's like it makes them it makes them uneasy, because I get the sense that there is a little bit of cognitive dissonance with this individual. Now, for instance, like this could be a guy and you're a guy, and this guy thinks he was straight his whole life and is now like, but I have weird feelings for you, or somehow you turn this person on, or you do something, pile number 3, that makes this person uncomfortable, and makes them feel almost dirty in a weird way. So pile number 3, you guys caused a tower moment in somebody. This person feels very defensive around you because they feel very vulnerable around you. This person, I think you definitely, I'm getting this feeling that you two definitely work together. But this person gets really uncomfortable in your space. This individual, maybe like, I don't know, like maybe you're bi or something and they know it. And then maybe they thought they were straight this whole time. And then they realize they're kind of into you. That is a possibility. If not, it can be a guy that's crushing on a girl. I don't really know. I'm just saying that for some of you guys, this person could be into you and they're the same sex, or um, there's something about somebody in your workplace that is crushing on you, but they're defensive and and they feel like they have no chance with you. Pile number 3. This is the thing. Another reason why they're hating on you is because they feel like they don't have a chance to date you. This person feels very infatuated with you. They feel very into you. This individual is, they enjoy their time around you. And so they have a really hard time just allowing themselves to be in your presence. They always kind of seem stern, or they're awkward, and I feel like for some of you guys, this is maybe why you feel like they hate you, because maybe they act like they don't like you. This person acts like they do not like you, pile number 3. And I think it's because this person feels this really strong sexual desire for you. And I think that this is going to cause problems in the workplace, right? This is like a tower moment for them. Maybe they're your boss, or maybe they know they can't do certain things with you. Maybe again, they feel like they have no chance with you. There's something here of again, this resistance, but at the same time, there's this part of them that really likes you. So this person is really into you. And this individual feels like, again, they just don't have that chance, that nothing's going to come of it. So this person, that's one of the reasons I think there's this tension between them, is they feel like they really want to date you or to get to know you. Or again, if this is that thing where they're like, oh, but I thought I was just straight, and say if this is like a girl on girl or guy on guy, right? Like there's something here where you're making this person question, even if, for instance, say like you're just not their type, right? Say it has nothing to do with them having to question their sexuality too bad. It's just they didn't expect themselves to like somebody like you, and they feel like they don't have any power or any pull. Maybe you're the boss. Maybe this person feels like they're below you in some way. This individual feels like they don't have a chance with you, though. So it's almost like they don't want to get their hopes up too much to date you. And you know what? This actually just popped up in my head. Look at this. That has a key, and on the key it has that little heart shape. I don't know if you can see it, if it can focus. It has a heart shape on the key. No other key on these piles had a heart on it, but this one. So I think it's funny because I do think that this person, they're like, I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't want to get disappointed, because I don't think pile number 3 would be that interested in me. And they're like, you're the boss of them, or they're the boss of you, or something. This seems like you guys are in a structured environment. There feels like there's rules, or you guys are more in a public space. So maybe this person feels like they can't make a move on you even if they wanted to, but this person feels like, again, they didn't have that chance with you. This individual sees you as somebody that they could like start a life with in a weird way. Like this person maybe fantasizes about you and about them and what would happen and what it looked like if they did settle down with you. And this person, like, it's funny because when they do that, then they tell themselves, no, I shouldn't be thinking like this. And then they try to release those ideas, those thoughts, because to them, it feels like a burden to fantasize or to think about what it would be like to be with you. So what's happening with this individual is they're thinking negatively, and they see that you're this person that they could be happy with. So there's this tension between them. And I think that it comes out in that way. It kind of comes out a little aggressive, or it kind of comes off where they're just seeming like they don't really like you. Maybe they say little sly comments about you, or say they keep their distance from you, or they never smile, they never laugh at your jokes. It's like this person always kind of seems really stern in a way, and it's because that's their way of trying to protect themselves. themselves because they have this really weird sense that they're never gonna be able to have somebody like you. This person is very insecure. So I feel like with this starfish, this person wants to embody this spotlight. They enjoy the spotlight. They like that people pay attention to them, and they feel like it's like this individual sees you and they just don't feel like they're good enough. They feel like they can't be that shining star. They feel like you don't notice them. They feel kind of like they blend into the environment. They just feel like you don't notice them, and this makes them angry, which is another reason why I think that they're getting your attention in some way now, is because it's almost like they're acting up. They're not being they're being pretty petty, or they're just doing they're being kind of a pest. They're being a pest in your work environment. They are starting things when they don't need to be. I think that this person, this is kind of the weird thing. This is how this person is thinking. I can't get pile number three's attention, so I might as well make them notice me that I don't like them so that they question why. Like, they want to get into your mind. They want to get into your head. It's like this person kind of wants to play mind games with you. This person kind of wants you to be like, oh, well, why don't they like me? It's like they want you to question that about them. They want to have some kind of significance or importance in your life. This person feels like they have no power over this situation or this dynamic. This person is kind of in this state of figuring their own self out. This person is emotionally unavailable because they feel like this person can't really be truly vulnerable. So this person comes up with ideas and excuses to why they can't be a certain way or why they can't have certain things. So you're dealing with somebody here who's really immature when it comes to their feelings. And again, I just get this sense that this person feels kind of, there's something about this situation where you guys really threw this person off. This person, they don't know how to express their feelings to you. This person feels like they're not in the environment that it is okay to do that. And they feel like they try maybe to even run into you outside of work. For some of you, this person just feels like they can see long term with you, but they feel like you would never give them the time of day. And they are the type of people that would, like those people that are always like complaining about like the opposite sex or always complaining about dating. This could be that type of person. They seem very cynical. They seem like somebody that in their mind, they're like, well, I'm rational, I'm being realistic. But like, really, it comes down to fear. It comes down to how they actually feel about themselves. This person doesn't feel worthy. This individual feels like they are not at your level, pile number three. So this person feels like they need to try and bring you down. So that what this person's doing, whether they realize it consciously or subconsciously, because I'm not sure if I could really say this person is intentionally trying to bully you or hurt you. But I feel like this person, they whether this is consciously or unconsciously, they are trying to bring down your self-esteem little bit by maybe saying little comments to you or just kind of downplaying your success. This person doesn't want you to know that they admire you, that they like you, that they want to date you. So this person is hoping that maybe if your self-esteem gets beaten a little bit more, maybe you will start to see them in a better light, or maybe you're more willing to accept them in that way. So let's pull some more tarot here just to kind of get like this person's mindset. Like, why are they bullying you? Why are they being mean to you? I feel like this person is, I don't think that, it's weird because it's almost like they know what they're doing is kind of on that bridge of bullying you, but they feel like they're like that little kid that never grew up. Like, they used to bully the girls that they had crushes on, right? It's like that kind of energy, right? So I feel like that's the person you're dealing with, is like they never left that like preschool first grader mentality. This individual, they are healing through heartbreak at this time. I think this individual definitely had some hardships in romantic relationships. This person works a lot though, and I think that they're working on their stability. For instance, if this is somebody at your workplace, maybe this is a really good worker. This person might actually put time into their craft or into this situation. They might actually make decent money, but I get that this person, they are working on their foundation. But the problem of it is this person is very, I just get that this person, they almost feel like if they didn't have, this person just has really a weird way of viewing themselves. I feel like this person has a warped perception of self. And I think that that's what's been disturbing their love life. This person has had a lot of issues with love in general. And so when I think for instance too, I'm not really sure pile number 3, but if you're dating someone, they're jealous. If you are married or dating someone, they are very jealous. And I feel like it's because this person, they kind of grew a weird attachment to you because I think they see the potential. When you go to work, it's almost like you bright up the day at work. This person feels like time flies by quicker when they have to work with you or when they're around you. And so it's like this person looks forward to seeing you. It's like this person might not have a whole lot going on for them in life. So they're kind of miserable in certain areas of their life. But, the lights, they're coming back. All right. I'm starting to get electricity back, you guys. Yay. But this person, their life is miserable. They're not really happy where they are. Here we go. Yay. And so now they're stuck here miserable. They don't know how they quite feel about a situation. And so this person second guesses themselves a lot. This person, they feel like they've been rejected, I think, a lot in love, or they've had a lot of painful experiences when it came to love. So they just really struggle to maybe connect with people. So this person comes off very mean or nonchalant, but I think that's just their way of kind of protecting themselves. And also I think this person doesn't want to lead on that they like you, because I don't think they want everyone to know that, especially if it's in the office. So it's like you guys might be thinking like, man, this person really doesn't like me. And I think it's because they come off very cold and detached from you. And I also get the feeling too that this person, maybe they will laugh and joke around with other people, other coworkers, but when you're around, they go silent. Right? Or they seem to like, it's just like this person just, like, you'll say something and they'll be like, oh yeah, and the way they say it seems very contradicting or very like, almost like they're mocking you kind of. But I think that's just this person's like they're very, maybe they even have a more of a monotone voice. It's almost like this is a bully, but it's not a bully. Does that make sense? Because this person is bullying you in a weird way, but at the same time, it's almost like only because they like you and they don't want to lead on that they like you. And this person is also kind of hoping that maybe if they're mean to you, then maybe you'll kind of question why and want to kind of get to know them more. Like this person is like, this individual is, in a weird way, it's like I said, just kind of playing games a little bit. This person does not like the other people that they're around because they feel like the other people around is what's kind of influencing this connection as well. This person is kind of afraid to look like a fool in front of you. And maybe when you're around, they kind of go silent because they don't want to say anything that could make them look bad. So it's like this person is acting weird around you, saying weird things about you. Or again, it's like this person just, they work really hard. I get the feeling that this person is a workaholic. This person works a lot. They're in the process of healing and letting go of something. And I think that for them, their life, it's between their personal life and their career. They had struggles with their personal life, and so they really focused a lot on their work, and they're realizing that they're not being fulfilled, they're not being happy where they are. They don't like where they're reaping, because when they're working a lot, they'll come home and there'll be nobody home, or they you know they're not happy with where their personal life is compared to even maybe work. Work is something that is a big portion of this person's life because they just don't know what else to do. So we have that Six of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles here. This person feels like they don't have enough to offer you. This individual has always kind of felt like they've always had that. It's always been a struggle for them to get a date or to get somebody to take them seriously. And it's like they just feel like, what's the point? It's almost like they knocked down the tower before it even begun. Like this person, they got this initial like, oh, I really want to date you, or I really like you, or maybe this is somebody even that likes you, pile number 3. Maybe this isn't even work, right? Let's just say this, pile number 3. For some of you guys, this is a coworker or a boss, right? For others of you, what if this is also just a person that you know, but this individual, they work a lot. But when you are around them, there's always around other people or around or in public, right? When you meet this person. So maybe they can even be in a friend group. Maybe they can even be associates of yours in some way. Either way, you just feel like this person doesn't really like you because they treat other people differently than you. The way that they talk or the way that it's almost like maybe they're very flirty with everybody, but with you, they're not. Maybe they're very friendly with everyone, but with you, they're not. You know what I mean? So it's like there's something here about that, but I am getting that this person is really into you. They really like you, but they don't know how to express that, and they work a lot. So I feel like that's another reason why they felt like maybe this won't work with you, is because maybe they're like, well, I'm too fixated on work, and not only that, but also I can't maybe I don't have what this person wants. So it's weird because you think that it's so weird, pile number 3, because for some of you guys, this person really could be bullying you. This person really could be making jokes at your own expense, right? Maybe you really feel like this person doesn't like you, but it's like you make them so uncomfortable. It's like okay, I don't think you guys understand this. Like, I'm trying to make this not so crazy and not like, PG a little bit. This person feels a very strong, in my throat, it's really hard to talk. This person finds you extremely attractive, so much so that they are afraid of you. So they will say things and do things to it's almost like they're self-sabotaging themselves because they're so into you that's why they're kind of bullying you, because they're so uncomfortable around you that it's like them bullying you, it's almost like they're kind of breaking that tension. This person is afraid that you're going to catch them looking at you, or they're afraid that you're going to catch them in a lie or catch them in some way, because this person, maybe they lied about liking you, or maybe they lied about certain things to impress you. I don't know. But I feel like this person, they really like you, and they're afraid that you're going to catch on that they like you. So this person feels like there's no chance that this is ever going to go anywhere. This person feels like this would be like an uphill battle. This person also, this person's in the process of healing past traumas, past pains of connections. This person is constantly working, so they're like, when am I going to have time? But at the same time, again, this person feels wounded. They feel nervous. They feel worried about coming towards you, pile number 3. So they're kind of afraid to approach you. They're afraid to tell you how they feel. And so when they do talk to you, it's like maybe the tone in their voice, it sounds kind of angry, or maybe you just, or the tone of their voice is like a more neutral tone, so you can't really tell. It's almost like they're not really, like their voice doesn't really express emotion very well. Right? It's like this person speaking kind of monotoned, very numb or neutral in a way. Like it's kind of hard to tell if they're, if they like you or not, really. And they do. It's just that they feel like it will not be reciprocated. And as I say that, I look back here, both in the reverse Queen of Cups, they feel like you just will not reciprocate their love, because I feel like this person does have love for you here, right? They're the King of Cups, but they feel like maybe you would not reciprocate that love back. They feel like maybe you would not want them in that way. So they're frustrated with themselves because they feel like they're making a fool of themselves being around you. Oh my gosh. And then we got the Queen of Cups again in the reverse again, right? This person feels like you just will not reciprocate their love. So they're afraid to tell you how they feel because they're afraid of what you might say. They're kind of almost afraid of, like they're afraid that what you might say may keep them stuck. They're afraid that they feel stuck. They feel like there's this checkmate between the two of you. So this person feels really frustrated. Very frustrated. And I think that's, maybe you're picking up on that energy, pile number 3. You feel that person's frustration, and maybe you feel like they don't like you. Maybe you feel like this person doesn't want to be around you, but it's more like this individual does not know how to communicate that. So you think that, again, this person, they are coming off very, almost kind of condescending, or kind of like, they'll make jokes, or they'll say or do little things, and it's like they might say something that kind of shows you that's like, maybe they'll compliment you, right? Like, oh, that looks nice on you, and then you'll be like, oh, thanks, and then 2 seconds later they'll crack a joke at your expense, or they will keep their distance from you, or they will it's almost just like, it's weird because it's almost like the way that they treat other people, you notice the difference. There's a contrast there, and you feel like that's why they don't like you. So pile number 3, I think you have it in your mind that this person just does not like you because they treat you so much different than everybody else. Maybe they keep their distance from you, but this person like watches you in the room when you move around. They like you a lot, and they see you as the star. They want to kind of impress you. This person's all about impressing you, but they're just afraid that you're not going to see them they're almost afraid that you just don't see them as a significance. They feel like, that you could do better than them, so they kind of keep quiet, but they see you as like this person that brightens the room. But I just get the feeling that this person feels like they don't really have a chance to get anywhere with you, or to receive that reciprocation back. This person feels like it's impossible. So there is this like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't really, like, they're kind of keeping their head down. This person is like in resistance. I feel like they want to talk to you more, but they don't know what to say to you. So this person it's like this person just doesn't feel like they have a chance. They just feel like they're not going to ever win. They feel like this is kind of there's just no way of winning in this situation. This feels like a burden to them because they really like you. They really like your attitude. They really like the way you look, the way you dress. This person just is kind of like it's like they're just like inebriated about you. They feel like they can't get enough in your energy. They enjoy being around you. And I think that this person, they see the whole world with you. This person feels like they could have a family with you. So it's so funny because you guys are like, this person doesn't even like me. And they seem like they are always like they're always nice to everyone else. But with me, they're just standoffish. But in reality, this person's just really nervous. This individual, they feel like they want to offer you something, but they always just feel like, again, there's other people around you. I don't know if you guys are in a friend group or if you're in a work environment. Wherever you guys are, this person feels like they're always around other people. So this person, they kind of want to start something with you guys. They want to open up a line of communication. This person sees you as somebody that they really would enjoy getting to know. This person likes the way that you think. This person finds you funny, actually. They think your jokes are hilarious, but I feel like this person intuitively almost knows that you are this special person in their life. So it's funny because this person appears to not like you, but they're like really, really like you. It's almost like you've made this person open up a whole new side of themselves that they forgot about or that lie dormant in them for a really, really long time. It's almost like you guys sparked this person's interest in life again. This person, maybe all they did was work, and maybe you're making this person want to actually go back out there and have fun again. You make this person want to actually date around or date you. Like, you're making this person want to actually get up and have a new life in a way. This person, maybe they've wanted to settle down for a long time, but they just see that they can with you. This person sees a relationship with you, but they feel like it's impossible. And for some of you guys, if you are, like I said, dating somebody else, this person's angry about that. So they maybe also diss your person, right? They keep a close eye on you. They keep a close eye on your person. This individual really likes you and they really want to get to know you better. And so it kind of gets this person all anxious and tense when they're around you. And so when you come around, they get like these butterflies, and then they feel like they have to kind of like pull themselves back. They'll say something or do something that kind of just comes off awkward, that kind of comes off maybe even detached or cold. And then later on, they'll be like, oh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? It's like this person really beats themselves up because they think that they need to be another way that they're not. So again, it's like this person, they enjoy your company though. They enjoy the time that they have with you. This person sees you as somebody that they can actually have a fun time with. But this person, they could have suffered with a little bit of depression, a little bit of having an issue, just feeling sad a lot, working a lot. This person, when they saw you, pile number 3, it's like you sparked something inside of them. You ignited something in them that they didn't even realize that potentially they had. Complacency. This person was complacent in their life. When you came around pile number 3, this person was complacent. They were okay where they were. They didn't really mind where they are going. But then after they met you, they see that they could have this abundance with you. They see that they could have more with you. And if you can tell, it's like this person almost was mad because they're almost like, well, I was fine until I met pile number 3, and now I can't get them out of my head. They're impacting the way that they're working. This is how they feel. They feel like they were happier when they didn't know you because they were just doing their own thing. They were working. They were licking their wounds when they had a chance. They were working through their issues. Then they met you, and it's almost like now they don't want to be that complacent anymore. Now it's like they can't get you out of their mind. They're working all the time, and you're interfering with that in a way because they'll be sitting there doing something important, and then you come in their mind and they want to daydream or fantasize about you, and it upsets this person. So this person sees you as almost like a nuisance in a way because they want to forget you, but they feel like they can't. And it's like this agitation. So then when they're around you, some of that agitation kind of comes out in that way because they feel frustrated. They see you as somebody that they could have an abundance with, a life with. They see that this is something that could actually that they could actually want to settle down with here with that 10 of Pentacles. So it's like this person really sees you as somebody that they actually enjoy, that they see, and it's almost like this person puts you up on a pedestal in a way, but this person has this despondency. They feel like you don't reciprocate that back. They feel like you don't really love them in that way, and there's a little bit of hard feelings there. There's a little bit of well, I don't know what to do now because I don't think this person is going to want to date me or going to want to be with me, but yet I can't get them out of my mind now. They're interfering with my everyday activities. I kind of want to maybe go and ask them out, but they're in this environment or in this situation where maybe there's a third party situation. Maybe this is work. Maybe this is friendships. Maybe this is something where they feel like there's something interfering where they can't ask you out, or they can't go out with you, or they can't do certain things with you. So this person just feels like they have to kind of keep their distance, maybe be a little coy, a little mean at times, because they're trying to protect themselves. And this person, again, it's like this individual sees that you're a very forgiving person. They see that you're a very loving, kind person. And that is something that they love about you, is that they could tell that you have this sense of forgiveness. And this makes this person want to forgive people in their past. But the issue that this issue that this person has is that they need to forgive themselves for putting themselves in a weird, awkward situation at times, or some of the past things that they've done. They hold themselves back from really expressing themselves because they don't forgive themselves. They beat themselves up too much. So this person beats themselves up too much, and then when they're around you, they come off kind of hard and stern because this person feels like they need to hold themselves back because they don't want to hurt you, or they don't want to cause any problems in this relationship. If this person feels like maybe you don't reciprocate. So as you can tell, it's like this person's kind of in this resistance phase. They just feel like they're constantly battling back and forth their feelings between you and this situation. So it's really complicated for this person because they are trying to build themselves. This person, they've came from a very hard background, and this individual wants to show people or prove that they are worthy of love, that they are worthy of attention, that they're worthy of something. Like this person's trying to prove their worth and get validation through their hard work. This person wants to be seen in a certain way. They want to be acknowledged in a certain way. And when they're around you, they don't feel like you give them that. They don't feel like you reciprocate that. Maybe other people really like that about them. Maybe other people want to gravitate towards them because of their career, because of what they do for a living, because of maybe how much they make. There's something about this person that puts value on their worth when it comes to work. So this person's sense of self-worth is on faulty foundation when it comes to that. And that's something too, is maybe they're lacking wisdom and how to take this situation and turn it around. This person, there's certain things that they need to still learn in their life. So they're kind of frustrated because they feel like they're not where they want to be in life, and then they feel like they ran into you, and they feel like they don't have a chance. So it's like this person is very frustrated about the situation that they seem to catch themselves in. But again, there's something about this situation, you guys, where you made this person discover something about themselves. And it has something maybe about questioning their sexuality, but there's something about this where this person feels like something isn't balanced here. And again, I think it's because of the environment. This person is a perfectionist. They really, maybe they care about their appearance, or maybe they want other people to see them in a certain way, and so that could be hindering that. But I feel like you're very intuitive, and this person can pick that up on you. And again, I just feel like this individual, they see that they could have some kind of future with you. They feel like they have this ability to create something with you here. But it's funny because it's like this person just feels like everything is this big burden on their life. And so they kind of maybe give you the silent treatment, or give you like a cold shoulder, or like they are nice to you one day, but then maybe they're distant and mean the next day. So you're just really confused, right? You're like, man, this person must really not like me because they're playing hot and cold. They're playing games with me. They say one thing, but then they do something else. But it's just because this person feels it's so hard to explain. It's like this person feels like they can't, like, for instance, the next time you see this person, like, pay attention. They might fidget or bounce their knee up and down. This person they get really anxious around you, and it's because they see you in such a high regard, but you just don't know that. You can't see that. So pile number 3, this is an interesting reading because why is this person bullying you? It's because they like you, and the reason that they maybe say or do little things is because, again, this person doesn't want to be rejected. They're almost afraid to come forward and tell you how they really feel because they're afraid that you are not going to accept them for themselves. They're afraid that you're not going to like them. This person thinks poorly of themselves. They have a very poor self-image. So the way that they view themselves, they just feel like they're not going to be good enough for you. They just feel like they're not good enough in general. And I think that's why this person works so hard. They work themselves to the point where maybe they even get themselves sick. So that also could be why this person could be grouchy and angry a lot too, is because they feel sick or tired all the time because that's all they do is work. And it's like this person has no play time in their life. They have no time to have fun. Like when you think about bees and stuff, bees are like, they're fun. They play and stuff. They are hard workers, but they also, I always associate the bee as being happy and abundant, and this person just doesn't feel like that's where they are in their life right now. They feel like they're just kind of confined to this small space. They feel like they're just not where they want to be, and they just feel like they're not having fun. They're not going out. They're not exploring. They're not doing some of the things that they used to do, that they initially liked to do. But it's almost like you re-sparked that in this person, and they feel so uncomfortable because they don't know how to handle that. So this individual is keeping their distance from you because they feel this very complex, overwhelming emotions towards you, and they just don't know how to go about it. So this person really is just keeping their distance from you right now because they're trying to balance their life and release things. But again, this person, it's not like, I don't think that they have anything really bad against you or any ill will against you. They really like you. They just don't know how to communicate that. And I guess it just kind of comes off in a negative way. Pile number 3. But yeah, this is a weird reading. I did not expect this to go in the direction that it went in, but it did. And I feel like this person, they are really questioning a lot in their life right now because of you. So you did cause this person a tower moment, and this person's just been thrown back ever since. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to proceed forward. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know what to do. It's like you just turned their whole world upside down. This person was just moving through life, feeling like everything was fine, and then it's like you just slapped them really hard across the face. That's how they feel. They just feel like you just it's almost like you just changed their way of their plans for their future. It's like this person feels like you just threw off their course, where they were going. This person felt like they were on a set path, on a set course. You came along and it's almost like this person's, the light went out again, you guys. The lights are off again, so just ignore the darkness. But it's like, if you can tell with this person, it's like they're working, right? They're busy working, and then it's like you distracted them. Right? So it's like this person always feels like you distract them. This person feels like they can't get you out of their mind, and it bugs them. And it's like this person just really enjoys your company. They really enjoy being around you, and it freaks them out. So that's why they behave the way they behave. That's why they act the way that they act. And I feel like that's why they bully you. So it's like this person really does have feelings towards you. But again, it's like this person is working through their issues. This individual, though, they do definitely like you. They just feel like they can't express themselves because they're afraid of the rejection. And also, again, this person just feels like, it's like, I don't know if it's they don't have the time to date you, even if that was the case, or they just feel like maybe they can't say or do certain things with you. I'm not really sure, but this person has a hard time talking to you. They have a really hard time communicating with you. This person feels like other people are in the way of this connection. They feel like you're not going to reciprocate back to them. This individual just kind of feels stuck. They want to have a new beginning with you, but they just feel burdened by this outcome. So that's kind of what's happening here. Is I feel like your guys' bully, or the person that is maybe keeping you, like the person that you just felt like they didn't really like you, but they do. And maybe some of you guys felt like this person really hated you, but they don't. So yeah, pile number 3. Interesting reading. That's really all I have for you guys. It feels like it was just really cut and dry. But yeah, this person sees the home life with you. This person sees a wish fulfillment with you. They really enjoy your company. They really think that you guys could even be the one. And so they they don't know how to communicate. My voice again. They don't know how to act around you. They act all weird. They act like they're not interested, but they are. They definitely are. So this is the person that is technically bullying you, I guess. Is a secret admirer of yours who has a crush on you and who is really into you and finds you extremely attractive. This person, I can't even talk. This person really finds you very attractive, pile number 3. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this resonated for you. I hope this helps you out in some way. Maybe this gives you a better understanding of the situation. But thank you for tuning in. Have a great and wonderful day, pile number 3. Thanks. Bye.